All right, everybody, as you know, each and every week, our good friend Officer Paul Tapao with Crime Stoppers tells you, the community, to get in touch with him and his colleagues if you have any type of tip that you can provide. But Paul, I'm just wondering, we live in an era of social connectedness and everything's digital. People communicate in much different ways today, going all the way from small children all the way up to Manamko, our elderly and everything. So how does GPD stay in step with technology, and what type of presence do you guys have on social media?
So with the Guam Crime Stoppers program, we have our Facebook page that keeps us in line in informing the community about what's going on about current crimes. Our segments that we do here is actually shown on our Guam Crime Stoppers Facebook page, and it reminds the community, and we're sharing it with the community about certain crimes in which we're interested in, so that we can ask the community for help in providing tip information. And that's the beautiful thing about it, is that with the click of the button, we can hit over 1,000 people at one time based on the social media platform with Facebook and using our Crime Stoppers webpage. Our Facebook page. Now, I would like to tell the community that we get a lot of tip information actually coming into the Facebook page.
I can imagine.
Yeah. So it gets really, and in order for us to protect that information and the confidentiality between the person that's giving us the information, we would actually recommend that they visit our Crime Stoppers web, our web page, which is guam.crimestoppersweb.com. And here, our citizens within our island can actually submit tip information by just simply scrolling down the drop boxes and everything. And it's so easy because it's so user friendly.
They just fill out the form. It's completely anonymous.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's crypted, so nobody can actually access it. Nobody can actually find the IP address and where it's coming from. So there's a lot of process in which I receive the tip information. It comes in encrypted information that we and the Guam Crime Stoppers Board, and of course our partners in the United States, have control of. So I like to remind the community that, rest assured, even through our web page, you can actually submit a tip and remain completely confidential.
And we've done stories with GPD officers out in the field when you guys do school outreach, and officers are constantly, they're asking like little kids after they do their presentation and hey, we're here to help you and everything. And now they just sit down and they're like, let me know what you guys are using to communicate, because even these are people like that are in their mid-20s and they're like, I'm old. I'm out of touch and everything. Tell me what applications you guys are using, how you guys are communicating, so that we can take care of you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, with the Guam Crime Stoppers and everything, we present it to in which people can provide tip by texting our Crime Stoppers webpage, and of course by calling. And it is right. We reach out, to our students, trying to stay on task with where they're at and how far technology has gone. Because let's face it, my daughter shows me a Snapchat. I'm like, what is that? I'm like, okay, I'm completely baffled. But with the different programs that are coming on board, we're trying to be as innovative as possible so that we can stay with the trend. And it really has its perks and privileges, its benefits, because we're getting the information to our Facebook page, and at the same token, our website, the Guam Crime Stoppers website, is receiving that critical information that we use to give our officers to bring closure to the case. So it's really important that the community understands that in the safety of your home, in your living room, or your laptop, you can actually submit a tip right in front of right in front of you, and it's really easy, it's safe, and it's confidential.
I hope you don't mind me saying, but you go back a ways. You've been in the department at GPD a long time. You're old school cop.
Yes.
Right? How has these new forms of communication and everything, how have they improved investigation and just the speed with which GPD gets information, they begin looking into something, and hopefully they catch the criminal and begin to bring them to justice?
Oh, it's so fast, social media sharing and everything. It really helps us. It enhances our investigation further. It takes it a step further, because if we're going to have to go to the tedious task of going through, what we call the roller index profile and everything, try to find out our previous cases of who the possible suspect or what fits the description, we can easily, if anybody has that information to share it with social media, it's like, okay, that guy fits the same memo and what we're looking for. This is the same individuals who are responsible for this case. They have the same ways of operating or ways of committing a crime. This can actually bring closure to many different cases. So, information sharing and the technology nowadays, it really helps us as investigators. As when we see it in social media, when people give us feed, have you guys seen this yet, and everything. I mean, just that captured moment of suspects or individuals within surveillance footage, and it's shared throughout the entire, the population, whoever's connected to that individual. It really helps us with with understanding where we need to go with keeping up with technology.
All right, and we certainly appreciate you guys being on social media so we can reach out to you guys if we ever need help.
Yeah, absolutely. And we also have our Mandania Facebook page. You know, it's very interactive. You get to see our current events. You get to see what's happening. Coffee with the Cops, you know, and of course, the new initiative in which they're bringing out is called Cookie with the Cops. And Cookie with a Cop, and maybe next week we can bring in one of our Mandana representatives to talk more about a Cookie with a Cop program.
That is an awesome idea to get the kids involved.
Yeah, absolutely. You know,
right.
It's one island, one movement.
All right, we'll see you then.
Thank you.